What could possibly cause a massive structure like the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore to collapse? The answer is as shocking as it is tragic. In the early hours of a recent Tuesday, the Singapore-flagged container ship, the Dali, crashed into the bridge, leading to a catastrophic collapse. The Dali, owned by Grace Ocean Private Limited and managed by the Singapore-based Synergy Marine Group, had previously been involved in a similar collision in Antwerp, Belgium, back in 2016. The ship, measuring about 300 meters long and 48 meters wide, was carrying cargo for Maersk, though no staff from the Danish shipping company was on board at the time of the incident. The bridge collapse was a spectacle of destruction caught on video, which saw the structure buckle and fall into the dark waters of the Patapsco River. The incident was initially declared a developing mass casualty event, with 8 people believed to have fallen into the water. Sadly, 6 workers are now missing and presumed dead, with search and rescue operations suspended due to increasingly dangerous conditions in the darkened river. In the aftermath of the collapse, Baltimore Mayor Brandon M. Scott and Maryland Governor Wes Moore declared states of emergency for the city and state. In a press conference, Scott described the scene as something out of an action movie, calling it an unthinkable tragedy. In response to the disaster, President Joe Biden announced plans to visit the site as soon as possible and request federal funds from Congress to rebuild the bridge. This structure was no ordinary bridge. It served as a vital artery to the northeastern region of the United States, accommodating up to 30,000 cars a day. The aftermath of the collapse also saw the Port of Baltimore, one of the country's busiest maritime shipping terminals, shut down. This had immediate effects on businesses like Amazon, Home Depot, FedEx, BMW, and Volkswagen, with distribution centers nearby. The closure disrupted deliveries and traffic, affecting local and potentially regional operations, with significant disruptions expected for weeks to come. In a reassurance to the people of Baltimore, President Biden stated, "The people of Baltimore can count on us to stick with them at every step of the way until the port is reopened and the bridge is rebuilt." Despite the devastating incident, there doesn't appear to be any indication that the collision was intentional. The Federal Bureau of Investigation has stated there's no credible information to suggest any terror-related motives. The National Transportation Safety Board is set to launch an investigation into the safety of the ship and the structural integrity of the bridge once search and rescue operations are completed. In summary, the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge, caused by a collision with the cargo ship Dali, has resulted in a state of emergency in Baltimore, the suspension of search and rescue operations for 6 missing workers, and significant disruptions to local and regional businesses. Investigations into the cause of the incident are forthcoming, with a commitment from President Biden to support the people of Baltimore during the recovery and rebuilding efforts.